This episode brought to you by MeepleRealty.com, your source for high-quality custom board game inserts. Meeple Realty, think inside the box.
Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we're bringing you part 2 in our series of the Zephyr Winds of Change gameplay videos. So we're going to get right back down to the board at the end of the first region. I was feeling pretty good, so let's see what happens in this region, see how I can, see if I can come out feeling pretty good at the end of this one as well. Okay, so like I said at the top of the video, got a little ahead of myself when I went into the final day here of Tier 1 before going on this mission, which I did the first card for it. Before doing that, I should have done some cleanup here. If you recall, I got this epic system right there, which when you get a new system, this all your discard pile goes back here, and we'll shuffle that up in just a moment. Also, this should have been flipped back over because I went to the resupply. I did go ahead and flip over fall main down here, but I forgot to do that. And then on top of that, when I completed that mission over there, I did not gain the 20 scrap that I should have. So that'll put me at 21. There we go. Now, with that 20 scrap, while I was in the resupply, I could have done a couple different things, but basically it would have come down to, do I want to get one more armor, or do I want to get another crew member? Well, on that last mission, I came very close to taking critical damage. If you recall, he got me all the way down to here. If he had managed to damage this structure right here, then that would have been critical damage. I would have lost the mission. On the other hand, having another crew member would allow me to, who knows? They have all kinds of powers. But I think I am going to spend that 20 scrap to gain an additional armor. So let's do that. Okay, so that should get us all caught up. Let me shuffle this deck real quick, and then we'll be right back to continue this mission. Okay, now there was also a card that was still here. I went ahead and put that back in there, and so that's all shuffled up, and we're ready to go. So back to the top of the day's agenda. First thing we do is move. Now we of course are on the fast track here, so we go straight to the end, and it's just a regular question mark, so we're going to draw one of these as well. And let's not forget to move this. We are now in Tier 2 in a new region, so the ships are going to be a little more difficult. We also are in a new region, so let's get a new region card here. Where are we? The Royal Dominion. Under the protection of the Imperials, the Royal Dominion is sacred air. No villain who fears the Imperial Navy dare fly here. The number of enemy ships a commander brings to battle is reduced by 1. Okay, all right, so it might be worth hunting down some villains or some commanders in this situation, because they're going to be, their abilities are going to be reduced. And let's see, so we need to draw one of these. And you know what? We did salvage last time. Let's do skirmish. Greedy looters. A fast-moving vessel is making a direct intercept course with your ship. Battered and bullet-riddled, they appear to have seen better days. You notice their deck is absolutely full of parts and scrap. Apparently insatiable, they demand your surrender. Okay, so what we need to do here is draw one enemy ship, and if we beat them, instead of doing a normal scrap roll, which in this case, because we're now in region 2, or tier 2, a tier 2 region, excuse me, we would actually roll 2 dice for our scrap rolls from this point forward. However, it says instead of doing that, we'll take one reward roll, which if you look here, the reward rolls are actually pretty significant possible rewards there. So here we go. We need to first draw our enemy. It is a greaser tub. Now remember, down here we're looking for bandits. If we get bandits, then we actually are able to, we've got a little bit of advantage against a bandit. But this is not a bandit. This is a greaser tub class, the Vulture. All right, so let's put this over here. And now we are tier 2, so we have to, let's see, we're going to need 3 of these cubes for the hull. Let's see, there they got armor, and as well as 2 structure. Okay, and then one additional crew member, so this will be rolling 2 dice when it attacks. Okay, so here we go. We are facing off against the vulture here, and time to draw up. Now, let's look here, and let's make sure we get the hand size correct, since I screwed it up throughout the entire last video. We have starting hand size of 2. Add an additional card for every 2 ship systems. I do now have 2 ship systems right there, so we will in fact have 3 cards correctly this time, instead of whatever I was thinking last time. I cannot believe throughout the entire last video I had the wrong. Okay, so we have system maintenance times 2 and then Draco turn burn. All right, so obviously I think it's pretty clear what we're going to do here. Oh, no, it's not, because this guy can only use attack. So I can't, my plan was to use Draco turn burner and then the system maintenance to put that back on top of my deck. However, I can't do that because as the captain, I can only play 1 card, and then he, Fallmane, can only play an attack card. So I think still, obviously, the only option then is to do the Draco turn burner right there, and no need to really be using my target since there's only 1 enemy ship. Okay, so we're using Draco turn burner, and the vulture now. We're moving down. We've got declare targets done, draw cards, player actions, resolve enemy actions. Let's see what his enemy actions are going to be. We've got a 3 and a 4, and you can see right there, receive -1 damage and restore 1 armor. So the turn burner is completely wasted because this would only do something to him if all damage that ship would deal to me this phase is instead dealt directly to itself or as direct damage to itself. Well, it didn't do any damage. Let's get all these dice over here. So nothing happens. I am actually going to, I rarely do this. I rarely use the discard option, but here in the regroup phase, I can discard any number of cards, and I will discard system maintenance. I'll keep 1 of them because that can be very useful. But for now, we're going to discard that and draw back up. Cannon Blast. And Cannon Blast. Wow, what is going on here? What are we going to do this time? I think we will use 2 Cannon Blasts. That's 1 from me and 1 from Fallmane. All right, down there on the attack. And let's not forget that Fallmane has the ability to immediately reroll 1 enemy ability die once a day. So let's not forget that if this guy ends up doing something terrible to us. And let's roll for the vulture. A 1 and a 4. And that's going to be restore 1 armor and 1 damage. All right, so first off, so I'm dealing 2 damage to the vulture, right? And now the vulture is dealing 1 damage to me. I'm thinking I am actually going to use Fallmane now to re-roll the 4 so he does not restore that 1 armor. A 1. Okay. Well, instead he dealt me 2 damage. So there's that. But let's go on and flip this around. So both of my armor are damaged, but my structure is still intact, so that's good at least. And well, let's move these off. This is getting discarded here. Draw back up. Okay, so we've got Shield Splitter, Rapid Repair. We definitely need to use that. Now, the second ability of Shield Splitter isn't going to help us at all here because he has no armor left. So we'll use the deal damage. That's going to come from Fallmane. And then the Rapid Repair will come from me as the captain. And so we will immediately repair that right there. Okay, so now the most damage the vulture can deal me in 1 go. He doesn't have any 2 damage stuff, right? Yeah, so the most damage he can deal me is 2. So I'll still be alive even if he gets max damage on me. And I'm dealing 1 damage to him. Let's see what he's going to do. 4 and 1 again. Man, what in the world? Okay, so basically he's going to restore 1 armor, but I'm also dealing 1 damage to him. So I believe that just cancels out because he does have 1 armor to restore up here. And then with the Shield Splitter's canceled out, and then with the other one, which is the 1 damage that he's dealing to me, that's going to go to my armor again here. So that is damaged once again. Okay, so Let's draw. Sprocket rocket. Shield splitter. Okay, so I think what we'll do here, let's play, as a captain I'll play Sprocket Rocket, and I'll use that ability to go ahead and use System Maintenance, because the Sprocket Rocket allows me to play one additional tech card, which will be System Maintenance, and then Shield Splitter will be played by Fall Main. So I'm dealing 2 damage, so even if he blocks 1, I still got him. So here we go. Whoa, a 3 and a 5. 3 is receive -1 damage, and 5 is nothing. Okay, good. So he is dead. I have defeated him. Put it back over here. And now, let's read this again. Upon victory, instead of the normal scrap roll, take 1 reward roll. All right, so let's flip this over so we can see what the reward rolls are. Here we go. So let's roll 1 die and see what we get. Wait, you know what? Let's clean this up real quick. Getting ahead of myself again. Don't want to do that. You saw what happened last time when I did that. Okay, here we go. A 2 is 1 random silver system. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle up the silver systems, and then we're going to see what I get. All right, so here we go. Silver system. We have Steam Albatross. Evade 1 attack and draw 1 card. You may play this card immediately. All right, so that is going to go into my deck. Let's find, here it is. Okay, we'll put it right there. And then also we have now, oh wait, you know what? Let's get this off the board. Okay, and then we've completed this assignment. We get 10 scrap and another reward roll. All right, so first let's go with the 10 scrap. Oops, that is 11. Okay, and a reward roll. A 4, which is 20 scrap. Nice. So we are at 31 scrap now. And I'm coming back to supply. This assignment is done. Okay, so that was the end of that day, except now that we are back at supply, we've completed the assignment, return to supply, time to trade. I have 30 scrap. I really, oh, you know what? Let's see here real quick. That's a daily ability, and then obviously this stuff is going to get repaired as well. Technically at the start of the next day, but let's go ahead and get that done so we don't forget. And now I have to decide. I think that the best thing to do here is to get another crew member. I think that's really where I can get the most benefit. The question is, which faction do I want? The bandit faction, draw 1 card, play +1 attack this phase. That's a good one to have. All right, so the rogue, draw 1 card, play +1 maneuver. Draw 1 card, play +1 tech for the Imperials. And the greaser is repair 1 of your currently damaged armor. You know, I feel like since I am going to end up facing a warlord, I need to have a little bit more repairability. So let's get a greaser on our side. And do we want maneuver or tech? Let's go maneuver, because we have 2 of our systems that we have are maneuvers. So let's go maneuver to make sure we can always play the maneuver card that we want. Let's put these back in that stack. And now I have to draw from here. And normally you would shuffle this up and draw. Just because I've only got 1 hand here, I'm going to just draw from the middle of the stack like you're supposed to. And we have Ace Megan. All right, so let's see what she can do. Ace Megan, evade 1 incoming attack once a day. Nice. Okay. Very cool. So here we go. We have hired a new crew member. That knocks this down to 1. To 1, so 11. And then the question becomes, is it worth buying a bronze system, because then I would have a total of 4 systems, which would be 2 additional cards that I could draw. And I feel like maybe I've got these 2 empty attack and 2 empty tech slots here. So let's see what's available real quick. So I could go with the wildfire cannon, deal 1 direct damage, and direct damage is great because it means that it cannot be reduced or blocked or dodged or anything like that. Meanwhile, the matchlock repeater, deal 1 damage. You may play 1 additional attack card this phase, so that's nice too. There's another sprocket rocket in here. The modular hull, immediately repair 1 of your currently damaged hull upgrades. And I think those are basically, yeah. So I'm not thinking the modular hull. I don't think I need to go with that because I've already got enough repair going on down here. So instead, let's go. Well, you know what? Let's go with the unblockable. Let's go with the direct damage. We'll get the wildfire cannon. All right, so we place that here, and we need to find that real quick. There it is, and place that there. So now we'll be able to have a hand size of 4, which is great. We need to reshuffle this deck. Let's do that real quick. Okay, and let's move this out of the way. Is that the right? Nope. Move that up there. Okay. All right, and let's see, we are down to 1 scrap again. I think it was worth it. That is going to be the end of that day. So here we go. We are going to be moving on to the next day. And because we finished an assignment, we get to get a new assignment. And by the way, I was doing this incorrectly as well. Since it's solo, I actually get to choose between 2 possible assignments. So with the gauntlet, there are too many commanders roaming and pillaging. See what you can do about it. All commanders draw 1 fewer. Oh, now look at this. Okay, think about this. The gauntlet, all commanders draw 1 fewer enemy ships. I'm already in the Royal Dominion, where enemy ships, the number of enemy ships a commander brings to battle is reduced by 1. So that's a total of 2 right there, with a 20 scrap reward, plus I get cool stuff for defeating these guys. So the gauntlet looks like it could be pretty good. So let's see what else we've got here. We've got mercenaries. Defeat mercenaries by completing task A. And task A is draw and defeat 3 enemy ships. Oh my gosh. Reward is 1 reward roll. Well, yeah, I think that this should be a pretty clear choice. Let's put that over there. We're going to go with the gauntlet. Okay, so we'll move there. So right away, we need to draw an enemy commander because we're going to explore now. Let's see who we're facing. We've got Jax, draw +1 enemy ship. So he is going to be drawing no additional enemy ships. He is just going to be, oh, this is good. On the Executioner, it's a Bandit Condor class. And what happens when we fight a bandit? For the remainder of the game, your first attack each phase deals +1 damage against enemies of the bandit faction. Okay, so let's get him set up here real quick. Put that there, and then we need 2 cubes for his hull. Okay. And then does he have any crew? He does have 1 crew as well. All right, so here we go. I think that's everything. Yes. Okay, so now we have a hand size of 4. So let's draw up and see what we've got. We have the shield splitter, which he does not have any armor, so that'll just be 1 damage. We have rapid repair. We have rapid repair. And we have system maintenance. Not the best starting hand, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and we've got armor and evade. These are all tech. Fantastic. So let's just throw the shield splitter out there. I think that's all we're going to do right now, to be honest. And she can evade, so that's good. All right, so then he is going to roll 2 dice. A 1 and a 2, which is 1 damage and kill my last crew. Oh no. And that is, look, see, that's not an attack, so she cannot evade that. That is just straight up brutal. It's a tech. Do I have anything to re-roll? Wait, immediately re-roll 1 enemy ability die. Here we go. That was the 2. Yep, kill your last crew. All right. Oh, come on. All right, well, Ace Megan, you'll be finally remembered. So when crew die, the personality can no longer be used this game. The faction goes back into the faction deck. Wow, that's terrible. Okay, and what was it? So, and the 1 is just straight up 1 damage. Okay, so I'll do 1 damage here. Fortunately though, as it turns out, Shield Splitter gets through, and that's 1 damage there. And because of Vengeance Will Be Mine, for the remainder of this game, your first attack each phase deals +1 damage to bandits. So I have blown up this commander. And what do we get? You roll. We could have an epic system here. Let's see what we get. A 4. We have a random gold system. All right, so let's put in a discard. Gold system right here. I'm going to shuffle these up and we'll see what I get. All right, so silver, gold, epic. Here we go. Breach Shells. Nice. I have an empty attack slot. Deal 2 damage. Deal an additional 1 damage for each other attack card you play this phase, not including this card. Fantastic. So let's find that real quick. Here we go. My ship is getting outfitted nicely now. This is working out well. And let's see here. So Jax is gone. Put him over there. And this is gone as well. Okay. Ooh, that was a nice little first day on this assignment. Now the question becomes, well, you know what? First, let's go and finish off the day. Complete assignments, return as a resupply, trade, can't do any of that. So now we're moving. All right. And the question becomes, do I take the long route and deal with 1 additional commander, or do I go the safe route? I feel like right now, being in the Royal Dominion and with the way the gauntlet works, where the 1 fewer enemy ships as well, I just feel like I should go the long way and take, just basically farm these guys for their systems that I'm going to be gaining every time I beat them. All right, so here we go. New commander. We have Stock. Oh, look at now this guy. +3 enemy ships. He is absolutely brutal in a regular situation. Fortunately here, he's only going to be bringing 1 additional enemy ship. So first, let's look at his ship. And you know what? I'm going to move the assignment over so that the ships can be nearby. His ship is Iron Lizzie, a greaser tub class. So put that right there. So put him right there. And he is bringing with him another greaser, the Grumpiest Prime. Okay, so now what are they outfitted with? This guy. Okay. We've got Wildfire Cannon. Some direct damage there. We've got Cannon Blast. So keep in mind, I am still just at 4 because I have 5 total systems. I would need 6. Oh, you know what? We're in a new day as well. This should be healed. Armor heals at the beginning of each day. Or armor repairs, I guess. It doesn't really heal. And what else do we have? Okay, now the shield splitter could be really good. All right, so read that second ability there. Deal 1 damage to each of your target's currently undamaged armor. And you'll see that each of them have 2 armor. The armor is up there at the top. The question is, do I go after Stock? What is his? Does he have? Oh, man, he has these boost abilities that help this guy down here. Yeah, I think, of course, if I kill this guy first, then his boost abilities, I'm looking at number 2 and 4 there, those would basically be non-existent. They would not help him at all. And it looks like he has nothing for 3, nothing for 5. Okay, I'm going to go after Grumpiest Prime first. So let's put this here. And I'm going to fire off the shield splitter using the second ability there. And then I think that the obvious choice becomes Wildfire Cannon, because that's guaranteed damage almost. I don't believe he has anything. Yeah, the -1 damage wouldn't affect it, and neither would. Well, I guess Restore Armor technically would, because he's not evading the. So the 3 there, number 3, receive -1 damage, wouldn't do anything. Okay, so let's do this. Let's roll for stock first. Okay, he's actually rolling 3 dice because he has 2 crew. 1, 1, 4. What do we have? 1 is 1 damage, so he's doing 2 damage, and 4 is all non-player ships evade 1 attack. So we got to remember that Grumpiest, you know what, let's put this on Grumpiest down here, because that will help us remember he's evading 1 attack. But then we're getting dealt 2 attack, and, oh, this guy also is flipped over. It's a lot of stuff to remember as far as that goes. All right, so I'm getting dealt 2 damage, which would be this and this. Okay, so now let's see what Grumpiest is going to do. He's rolling 2 dice. And keep in mind, even though that, you know, it's possible, actually I wouldn't quite kill him, but let's say that I had enough damage here to kill him. Technically all this is happening at the same time, like we're firing each other at the same time, which is why you resolve everything, regardless of if you deal, you know, critical damage to somebody. 1 and 4, which is 1 damage and restore 1 armor. Okay. That 1 damage is going to get me down to, you know, close to being critical. I feel like what I need to do here is use Felmain to re-roll that 1. I mean, really, he's got 3 possibilities of dealing 1 damage, but I'm going to re-roll it. A 5, which is also 1 damage. Okay, so he's dealing this 1 damage to me. I am taking out 2 of his armor and then direct damage to another one. And then he, though, with the 4 there, he's restoring 1 armor. So 1 armor gets restored. So these go over here. Okay. And that's the end of that volley. So I do not have a good feeling about this, y'all. So let's draw back up, see where we're at. Breach shells. That's nice. What else do we have? Rapid repair. Okay. I'm feeling a little bit better here. So here's what we're going to do. First off, I'm going to use this ability to repair this. And then the captain is going to use rapid repair. Oh, let's discard this stuff. He's going to use rapid repair to repair this one. And then we will use breach shells, deal 2 damage. And again, targeting Grumpiest Prime. I think we hopefully can take him out here. Let's see what happens. First off, Stock is rolling with his 3 dice. All right, 6 is 1 damage. 6, 5, 4. So 6 is 1 damage, 5 is nothing, 4 all non-player ships evade 1 attack. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Grumpiest was evading 1 attack last turn, which means he actually still has... he couldn't evade... Let's see, where's the shield? Shield splitter reads, deal 1 damage. So I'm guessing the shield splitter is what, because he could not evade this. Direct damage can't be evaded. So I think that's what Grumpy still looks like. Okay, so here we are with the 654, and which means that Grumpiest is once again evading 1 attack, which is not good because my breach shells are the 1 attack that he is evading. Oh man, okay. This is getting tough. And then let's see, what did I say? 1 damage to me. All right. So there it goes. And now we have to roll for Grumpiest, who rolls 2. 6 and 3. 6 is nothing. 3 is receive -1 damage, which doesn't matter because I've already missed because he evaded that. All right. So, unfortunately, the breach shells did nothing. Let's see what I draw back up to have this time. Deflection. Okay, that's good. And Sprocket Rocket. Okay. So let's see here. Oh, but you know what? Deflection can't do anything because it requires currently undamaged armor, and I have no undamaged armor. All right, so deflection is useless to me right now. So instead, I will do Shield Splitter and deal 1 damage to all of his armor, and Sprocket Rocket. But I am in bad shape here. If I take 2 damage, that is it for me. I will fail this assignment. So let's see what happens. And I'll take a critical damage roll. So first, we're going to go with stock again. We've got a 3, a 4, and a 2. Well, the 4 we know is going to let this guy evade. Yay. The 2 and the 3, all non-player attacks +1 damage. And the 3 is nothing. Okay, all right. So if Grumpius attacks me, which would be if he rolls a 1, a 2, or a 5, then he'll do a +1 damage, which will actually take me out. However, if he doesn't attack me, then we'll see. All right, so here we go. This is for Grumpius. 4, which is restore 1 armor, and 5 is 1 damage. So he has done 2 damage to me. So here we go. That means this is done, and this is done. Okay, so I have been defeated. I've taken critical damage. That means I'm going to go back to the resupply with my tail between my legs. This mission proved to be much more difficult than I expected. I really probably need to, I don't know. So let's clean all this up real quick. All right, so here I am back at the resupply. I need to, let's see, these are gone now. Now, I need to do a critical damage roll, which you find on the back here, right here. So let's see what happens. A 3, lose 1 battle deck card and any related tile. System maintenance. We're losing system maintenance. Not the worst thing in the world, but that one did prove useful a couple of times, so we'll stick it over there. Okay, let's see. We're back at resupply. Felmain is refreshed. These are all repaired. I have no money with which to buy anything. So we will just move straight on to the next move phase. And now I failed my assignment, so I don't get to pick another assignment. So instead, I will go on patrol. And what that means is simply I draw one of these. Now, after that, you know what? I'm going to go salvage here. Let's not fight this turn if we can help it. True love. All right. You land at a trading outpost and spend the evening. One of your crew members finds a companion, claims it is true love, and decides to stay. Later, you hear of their death at the hands of their would-be lover. Gruesome death for your last crew member. Are you kidding me? Felmain, you idiot! Okay, so I now have no crew, no money. This is not going well. Yeah. Okay, so that's what can happen when you go a salvage mission, by the way. So I now go back to the resupply. Let's see. And we will move on into the 3rd tier. You know what? We'll stop there. This will be the end of this video. Come back next time for the 3rd phase. We are kind of, I was feeling pretty good after the last one. And we've got a pretty well outfitted ship, but oh man, we are kind of, got to refresh this here. We are in kind of a rough spot now with no crew. Basically, I'm going to be playing 1 card a turn, a turn during battle. I'm curious to see what our new region is going to be. So let's go back up top real quick. So not quite as good at the end of that one. I mean, like I said, my ship is outfitted pretty well, but I have no crew. One crew got sniped in that one mission, and now my other crew fell in love and got murdered. So that's fantastic. Yeah, let's come back next time. Let's see if I can recover somehow. This is a pretty bad turn of events, to be perfectly honest. Your crew is pretty crucial, so to speak, in this game as far as being effective against the tougher bosses. So let's see if I can find a way to gain some more crew, and we'll see what I can do. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, consider subscribing, and find me over on Twitter at boredoffline. Until next time, if you're bored online, bored offline.
This episode brought to you by MeepleRealty.com, your source for high-quality custom board game inserts. Meeple Realty, think inside